Sitting on the bedside, you stared concepts in all shapes onto the wall, finding yourself lost, walking through a forest of seemingly logical tunnels and skyscrapers burning like wicks drenched in dark essence drilled from a wilderness. These flames cast shadows that operate in gangs, but you remember a different wilderness and fire. No ash, and only a lingering shadow that had to flee. That first orphan speaks lies, whilst a king keeps singing a love song. It fails to cross the Swiss Alps of the word, yet again and again it traps meaning, selling it later at the smoothie bar, drilling holes into your attitude, trying to change your altitude. But then the horizon shows up on a loaf of bread. No honey, no spread. Before you go to bed tonight, you might want to check where the bus is going that you got on 13.8 billion years ago. Who's the driver? What's your bet? Crossroads, standing on that thin, crusty horizon line, you asked whose land this was. It's your soul that grew by acres. You walked to the end of the sentence and jumped, falling past the rough, weathered, soft and cutting cliffs of its meanings. You picked up your bones, took them to the river, turned them into a raft, and he sung, "Here's the plough, don't turn it into bells, don't turn it into crowns. Go." Who calls from the past? Who calls from the future? Rivers will follow wherever I go. You wait at the bus stop, checking tables and time of your heartbeat, vomiting, diamonds on black velvet tarmac. The toothless dogs gathered in your hungering shadow will lick them up on their way to hell. Into darker places they trade, unknowingly detritus of grace as well. Did the river grumble? Did the driver mumble? Is there a driver at all? Down that dark road, down that forgotten alley, all the way into the valley between your breasts, the echo sounds. Invade that country called No Way. Make every demon homeless. Tell those locked up and those not knowing about their prison bars to check the door. Get out, cut controlling radars and run your race for the audience of one. Get on the carrier wave of grace, and when you're ready he will come. He will unzip your being to wear you inside out. All that you see now is downside up. Then draw that plough through your flesh, your mind and soul. Draw it through the landscape of images you created to fill that insatiable black hole beneath the 12 rungs of your ribs, climbing higher and higher to reach lower and lower desires to worship and be worshipped. Draw that plough till the upside is down, here and then. Keep watch. What has your mind's attention? What has your heart's affection? What has your soul's ambition? Keep watch, as if 1,000 armies were attacking every part of your being, because they are. You are a battlefield, and your bullets are 3. And as the impostors approach, like wolves clothed in sheepskin, remember your knee, and remember the footprints in their muddy paths are their ID. Pray for cloud, for all that rain beseech thee, and then look only as long as need be. And as you pull that trigger called joy, your most violent choice to make, billions of altars will fall and break, on desks, on beds, on stages and kitchen tables, in the hidden and the wide open, I'm hoping. And then you hear 2 voices at once. Who's your daddy? Want some seed? You picked up your bones, took them to the river, turned them into a raft, and he sung, "Here's the plough, don't turn it into bells, don't turn it into crowns. Go." Who calls from the past? Who calls from the future? Rivers will follow wherever I go. Thursday, 2 p.m. Your nutritionist's calling. Your eyes and ears sit like anorexic children swallowing meals they never ordered. You try to shovel the darkness out of the room instead of switching the light on. Turning around, you find a table full of strangers breaking words like bread. And over there, some others cutting that body into endless pieces, searching an anatomy of the word. Each crumble whispers, "Eat me, or you will never stop eating one another." And as you reach out to your brother, you hear a voice at once. "Who's your daddy? Where are my sons?" Flexing your triceps, weighing every word untethered from the earth, these barbells drop and echo. All word will run, so that you may walk, never mother nor father to noise. With legs and hands as families or gangs, their pedigrees talk. They will loot you, boot you, pollute, dilute and mute you, or reboot, root and depute you. Listen again, listen far and close, listen before you're dead. You're a stranger to the world and will be glad. You picked up your bones, took them to the river, turned them into a raft, and he sung, "Here's the plow, don't turn it into bells, don't turn it into crowns. Go." Who calls from the past? Who calls from the future? Rivers will follow wherever I go.